Welcome to Explore and Discover, alright? Let's be real. You're scrolling, right? Instagram, TikTok, whatever your poison, and you see it. Those impossible shots. Someone lounging in an overwater bungalow, water so blue it hurts your eyes. Champagne flutes clinking in a first-class cabin that looks bigger than a New York apartment. 5-star resorts that probably cost more per night than your rent. And you're sitting there, maybe on your couch, maybe on the bus, thinking, how? How in the actual heck did they swing that? Is everyone else secretly a millionaire? Did they all win the lottery and just not tell us? Because it looks so out of reach, so impossibly, frustratingly, beautifully out of reach. But here's the kicker, the secret handshake, the thing they don't put in the glossy brochure. They might not be spending what you think, not even close. That's the illusion, the magic trick. And like any good magic trick, once you know how it's done, it's not magic anymore, it's skill, it's knowledge. It's about being smarter, not necessarily richer. Welcome to the Inside Track. Welcome to Budget Luxury Travel Hacks. This is your front row seat, your all-access pass to figuring out how to live that high-end travel life without needing a trust fund or selling a kidney. This is where the game changes. This isn't about selling a fantasy, it's about breaking down the reality, to show the smartest, savviest, sometimes downright sneaky ways to fly business class for the price of coach or less. How to unlock those insane hotel suites using nothing but a bit of strategy. How to get that VIP treatment, the upgrades, the perks, all while keeping your wallet surprisingly happy. We're talking about turning those aspirational travel dreams into actual, bookable, achievable plans. No fluff, no BS, just the straight-up hacks that work. This isn't about wishing, it's about. So stick with me because this isn't just another travel show. This is your toolkit, your secret weapon. By the end of this video, you're not just going to be inspired, you're going to be. We're diving deep into airline points, those elusive mistake fares, how to score 5-star hotel stays for pennies on the dollar, and so much more. We're going to demystify the whole process. You'll know exactly how to book that next mind-blowing trip, that bucket list adventure for way, way less than you ever thought possible. Get ready because your travel game is about to get a serious upgrade. Seriously. Okay, Chapter 1. Let's get right into the meat of it. The absolute #1 undisputed champion, the heavyweight king of flying and luxury without emptying your bank account, it's points and miles. Forget everything you think you know. This isn't about collecting tiny rewards for a free coffee, this is a whole different universe. We're talking about a system, a currency, that can completely transform how you see and experience air travel. Think of it like this. Cash is one way to buy things, but points. Points are like a secret backdoor into the good stuff. Imagine this, a first-class ticket, the kind with the lie-flat bed, the fancy pajamas, the celebrity chef-designed meals. That ticket might cost $10,000 or more, cash, out of your pocket, or you could book that exact same seat, that same experience for points. Sometimes as low as 50,000 miles. Let that sink in. 10 grand versus a pile of points you earned, often without spending much extra at all. It sounds too good to be true, right? Like there's some hidden catch, some impossible hurdle. But there isn't, it's just a system. And today we're cracking it wide open. Welcome to our channel. This system can take you to corners of the world in seats you never dreamed you could afford. All thanks to understanding this system. And it's not rocket science. It's about knowing where to look, what to do, and having a little bit of a plan. So the very first step, the absolute foundation of this whole strategy, it's getting your hands on a Travel Rewards credit card. This is your golden ticket, your entry key into the entire world of points and miles. Without it, you're basically leaving free luxury on the table, and nobody wants to do that. Now I know what some of you are thinking, credit cards? Debt? No thanks. And I get it. But we're not talking about irresponsible spending. We're talking about strategic spending. Using a card for your everyday purchases, groceries, gas, bills you're already paying, and letting those purchases earn you something incredible in return. It's about making your money work twice. Once for the thing you bought, and again for the points that will take you somewhere amazing. This is the mindset shift. This is where it all begins. The power is there. You just need to learn how to wield it, Alright, let's shift gears a bit. Points and miles are amazing, they're reliable, they're the bedrock of budget luxury. But then there's the other side of the coin. The wild card, the adrenaline rush. We're talking about mistake fares and flash sales. This is where things get really exciting because we're talking about airlines and booking sites literally messing up and selling tickets for prices they never intended. Think of it as finding a glitch in the matrix, a loophole that lets you snag unbelievable deals if you're quick enough and know where to look. It's pure, unadulterated travel hacking gold. Now, why do these happen? It's not a conspiracy, it's usually human error or a technological hiccup. Someone types in the wrong price, a currency conversion goes haywire, A new route is loaded into the system incorrectly, or a fuel surcharge gets accidentally omitted. Big airlines, complex systems, thousands of flights, millions of prices, mistakes are bound to happen. And when they do, for a brief glorious window of time, you might see a $2,000 business class ticket to Europe listed for $200, or a flight to Australia for the price of a domestic ticket. It sounds crazy, but it happens more often than you'd think. These aren't just slightly discounted fares. These are jaw-dropping, is this even real kind of prices. Imagine booking a lie-flat seat across the Atlantic for less than you'd pay for a train ticket to the next state. That's the kind of potential we're dealing with. It's the ultimate travel lottery win. Of course, there's a catch, and it's a big one. These fares don't last. They can disappear in minutes or hours if you're lucky, once the airline realizes its error. So, this isn't for the casual browser. This is for the prepared, the decisive, the quick-on-the-trigger traveler. The thrill of snagging one of these is unbelievable. It's like being part of a secret club, but you need to be ready to act fast. No hemming and hawing. No, let me think about it overnight. If you see a fare that looks too good to be true and it's from a reputable source, you often have to book it then and there and ask questions later, because if you wait, it's gone. Vanished. Poof. And you're left with the regret of what could have been. So, the first rule of mistake fares: speed. Absolute unadulterated speed. Alright, let's talk hotels. You see those places, right? The ones that look like they're straight out of a movie. The Four Seasons, the St. Regis, the Waldorf Astoria. Names that just drip luxury. You scroll past them on Instagram. Maybe you even walk by them in a new city and you think, man, one day. But that one day always feels like it's 1,000,000 miles away. Or more accurately, $1,000,000 away. $1,000 a night? 2,000? It's insane. It's the kind of price tag that makes you just sigh and book the sensible, boring option 3 blocks away from anything cool. That dream of waking up in a cloud-like bed with an epic city view, it just stays a dream. But here's the kicker. The thing that totally flips the script on its head. Points. Hotel points. It sounds almost too simple, too good to be true, but I'm telling you, this is the great equalizer. This is how you bridge that gap between staring at the fancy hotel from the outside and actually on the inside, ordering room service like you own the place. Suddenly, that $1,000 a night suite isn't a far-off fantasy. It's a legitimate, achievable goal. It's like finding a secret backdoor into a world you thought was locked tight. It changes everything about how you plan, how you travel, and honestly, how you about what's possible. At first, it might seem skeptical. Super skeptical. You might think, yeah, right, there's gotta be a catch. You probably need a gazillion points, or the good rooms are always blacked out. But with some research and understanding of the systems, you can book truly aspirational stays using nothing but points. Imagine a stay at a Park Hyatt, a brand admired from afar. Walking into that lobby, checking in knowing your wallet isn't about to take a massive hit, it's a revelation. It feels like cracking a code, like stumbling upon some well-kept secret of the travel world. And that feeling of unlocking something so valuable, it's addictive, it's empowering. It's not just about saving money, though that's a huge part of it, obviously. It's about understanding that the systems are there to be used, to be leveraged. It's about realizing that, with a little bit of strategy, a little bit of effort, you can experience things that most people only dream about. Suddenly, the world of luxury travel doesn't seem so exclusive anymore. It feels like the doors have been thrown wide open, and all you need is the right key, and that key, my friends, is often made of points. Alright, so we've talked points for flights, points for hotels, but what if you're paying cash or you want to layer on even value? Most people, when they book a hotel, they go straight to Expedia, Booking.com, maybe the hotel's own website. And look, that's fine, it works. You type in your dates, you find a price, you book it, done. But what if there's a whole other level to this game, a level that most people don't even know exists? A way to get VIP treatment without necessarily having top-tier elite status or dropping insane amounts of cash. It's about looking beyond those giant impersonal booking engines and tapping into programs that are designed to give more perks, more recognition, more value. Think about it. Those massive online travel agencies, they're all about volume. They're not really incentivized to give a special experience. But there are other channels, other programs, where the focus shifts from just the transaction to the actual of the stay. These are the secret discount tricks that aren't really discounts in the traditional sense, but they add so much value, it feels like getting way more than paid for. Research shows that tapping into preferred partner programs can significantly enhance the travel experience. These programs often provide benefits like room upgrades, complimentary breakfast, and hotel credits. By booking through a travel advisor who specializes in these programs, these perks can be unlocked. Expectations might be low, maybe a slightly better room, but often guests are treated as VIPs, with fantastic upgrades, free breakfast, and hotel credits. The cost can be the same as the best flexible rate online, but the value is hundreds of dollars more. It's a game changer. And this realization can completely shift the mindset. It makes one realize that just chasing the absolute rock-bottom cheapest price isn't always the smartest move, especially when aiming for that millionaire on a budget vibe. Sometimes paying a few dollars more, or even the same publicly available rate but through the right channels, can unlock a level of service and perks that totally transform the stay. It's about understanding that there are layers to this travel game, and the real magic often happens when peeling back that first, most obvious layer and seeing what lies beneath. It's about booking smarter, not just cheaper. Airports. Just saying the word can bring on a little wave of stress. The long security lines, the frantic rush to the gate, the overpriced mediocre food, the endless search for a comfortable seat that isn't next to a screaming baby or a blinking beeping arcade game. It's a necessary evil of travel, something endured to get to the good stuff, cramped in with hundreds, sometimes thousands of other, equally stressed out people, all just trying to get from point A to point B without losing their minds or their luggage. It's often the least glamorous, most draining part of any trip. But there's an escape hatch, a sanctuary hidden in plain sight, right there in the middle of all that airport chaos. Airport lounges. These are spaces designed to be an oasis of calm, a place to actually relax, recharge, and maybe even enjoy before a flight. Think comfortable seating, quiet corners to work or read, complimentary Wi-Fi that actually works, and here's the big one for many, free food and drinks. Yes, actual, decent food, and often an open bar. It's like stepping into a different world, a world where the airport isn't a punishment. The frosted glass doors, the discreet signs, and the world beyond. Lounge access can be a game changer. Many credit cards come with lounge access as a perk. Walking in, it's like, whoa, people chilling on comfy sofas, grabbing snacks, pouring themselves a glass of wine. No shouting over the PA system, no fighting for power outlets. It's calm, it's civilized. It transforms the pre-flight ritual from a frantic scramble to a genuinely pleasant interlude. The contrast is absolutely stark. Lounge access isn't just some frivolous luxury perk for the super rich, it's a legitimate travel. It makes the whole process of flying so much more bearable, even enjoyable. It takes the stress out of delays because, hey, more time to enjoy the free snacks and Wi-Fi. It allows travelers to arrive at their destination feeling more refreshed and less frazzled. It fundamentally changes the relationship with the airport. Instead of dreading those hours before a flight, travelers might even start looking forward to them a little. It's a small change that makes a huge difference. Alright, so let's talk about something huge. Literally, cruise ships. You see these things, these floating monoliths of luxury gliding across the ocean, and the first thought is probably cha-ching, right? Big money. Reserved for the folks who don't check price tags. And sure, if you're booking a year out, picking your perfect cabin, paying that first price you see, yeah, it's gonna hit the wallet hard. But here's the secret, the beautiful, beautiful loophole that the cruise lines kinda hate but also kinda need. Those ships sail, they have a schedule, they have to go. And an empty cabin on a sailing ship, that's just burning money for them, a void where dollars should be. So they get desperate, not like end of the world desperate, but we gotta fill these rooms desperate. And that, my friends, is where the magic happens. This isn't about hoping for a small discount, this is about flipping the script entirely. We're talking about luxury experiences, the kind you see in glossy brochures for a price that makes you do a double take, then a triple take, then maybe call your bank to make sure it's real. Think about it. Balcony rooms, gourmet food, entertainment, new horizons every morning, all for potentially 50, 60, even 70% off. This is not an exaggeration. The key is timing and a little bit of nerve. It's about understanding that as that departure date looms closer, the power shifts. From them to you. It's a game of chicken almost, and if you're patient, if you're ready to pounce, you can win big. This is the art of the last-minute cruise heist, and it's glorious. So, where do you find these golden tickets? There are a few spots, but the one that consistently delivers these, are you kidding me? Deals, is a site called Vacations to Go. Seriously, bookmark it, set it as your homepage, whatever. They specialize in this exact thing, last-minute cruise bargains. They have this 90-day ticker, and the closer it gets to sailing, the crazier the prices can become. We're talking about major cruise lines, the big names, practically giving away rooms. Those $3,000 balcony cabins, the ones with the killer views, can drop down to $900, sometimes even less. It feels like a glitch in the matrix, but it's real. You just have to be watching, constantly refreshing, ready to hit book when that perfect storm of price and itinerary hits. Now here's the catch, because there's always a catch, right? Or maybe it's not a catch, maybe it's just part of the adventure. You gotta be flexible, super flexible. If you're someone who needs to plan their vacation 2 years out, down to the specific deck number and dinner seating, this strategy might give you a heart attack. This is for the spontaneous, the thrill seekers, the people who can pack a bag and be ready to go with a week's notice, maybe even less. You might not get your first choice of destination or the exact dates you dreamed of, but what you will get is an incredible experience at a price that makes everyone else on that ship, the ones who paid full price, look at you with a mixture of awe and burning jealousy. That's the trade-off. And trust me, it's almost always worth it. Section 2, maxing out the experience on board and off. Alright, let's talk timing. This is huge, like fundamentally game-changing huge. Everyone, and I mean everyone, flocks to the hotspots during peak season. Christmas in Aspen, August in the Mediterranean, spring break in Cancun, you know the drill. And what happens? Prices skyrocket. Hotels jack up their rates, flights cost a fortune, and you're literally shoulder to shoulder with a million other tourists all trying to get that same Instagram shot. It's chaos, pure and simple. You're paying a premium for, what, stress? Long lines? That's not luxury, that's a cattle call. We're not about that life. We're about hacking the system, finding the loopholes. So, what's the alternative? It's called shoulder season, people. This is the golden window, the sweet spot right before or right after the main rush. Think May in the Maldives or Europe in October. The weather is often still fantastic, sometimes even better because it's not scorching hot. The major tourist attractions? Still open, still awesome. But the massive, overwhelming throngs of people? They've either not arrived yet or they've already packed up and gone home. This isn't just a minor tweak. It's a complete paradigm shift in how to approach luxury travel. It's like discovering a cheat code for the entire travel industry. Imagine this. Strolling through ancient Roman ruins and there's hardly anyone else around. You can actually hear your own footsteps, feel the history, soak it all in without being jostled or having someone's selfie stick in your face. Or picture yourself on a pristine beach in Thailand, the turquoise water lapping at your feet, and there are only a handful of other people sharing that paradise. That's the shoulder season experience. It's more authentic, it's more relaxed, it's more you. You get the space to breathe, to explore, to connect with the destination on a deeper level. This is the kind of luxury that money, during peak season, often can't even buy. And the best part? The prices. Oh man, the prices. We're talking significant drops across the board. Hotels that were $1,000 a night can suddenly be $400 or $500. Business class flights that seemed impossibly expensive become surprisingly attainable. Those exclusive resorts, they suddenly have availability, and they're not demanding your firstborn child as a deposit. Traveling off-peak means the budget stretches further, allowing either saving a ton of cash or upgrading the experience even more. Maybe that 5-star hotel is now within reach, or affording that extra fancy dinner that was a dream. It's smart, it's savvy, and it's how to get champagne tastes on a beer budget. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the real Jedi-level stuff. We're talking about discount stacking. This isn't about finding one discount, it's about layering them, one on top of another like a delicious money-saving lasagna. Most people book a flight or a hotel, maybe they find a little promo code and they call it a day. Amateurs, we're going pro. We're going to squeeze every last drop of value out of every single booking. Because why pay full price, or even 10% off, when you can get 20%, 30%, or even more back in your pocket or in value? This is where the game gets really fun, really addictive. First up in our stacking arsenal cashback sites, Rakuten Top Cashback Be Frugal. There are a bunch of them. These sites are basically portals. You click through their link to the airline, hotel, or booking site you were going to use anyway, and boom. You get a percentage of your purchase back as cold, hard cash. It's free money, it costs you nothing extra. It's a no-brainer. It's like finding a $20 bill on the sidewalk every time you book travel. You just have to remember to click that link. Make it a habit. Seriously, this alone can save you hundreds over a year. Next layer, loyalty points. We've talked about airline miles and hotel points, but remember, you're often earning these on top of any cashback you're getting. So you click through Rakuten to Marriott, you book your points subsidized stay, and you still earn Marriott Bonvoy points on any cash portion, plus you get your cash back from Rakuten. And if you pay with a rewards credit card, BAM! You're earning credit card points too. See how this starts to build? It's like a beautiful symphony of savings, and you're the conductor. Every transaction becomes an opportunity to triple dip or even quadruple dip on rewards. And then, the cherry on top promo codes. These are the discount codes you find scattered across the internet, in newsletters, or through special partnerships. Save 15 or welcome 20. You know the type. The key is to actively hunt for these before you click book. A quick Google search like hotel name promo code or airline discount code can unearth some serious gems. Sometimes they stack with cashback, sometimes they don't, but it's always worth trying. The thrill of seeing that price drop when you enter a valid code, priceless. Well, not priceless actually. It has a very specific, very satisfying monetary value. Alright, we've covered a ton. Points, miles, mistake fares, hotel hacks, lounge access, off-peak genius, and the beautiful art of stacking discounts. If you take away one single thing from this entire video, let it be this. Luxury travel isn't just for the rich. It's not some exclusive club you need a platinum-plated invitation to join. It's for the smart, the savvy, the resourceful. It's for anyone willing to put in a little bit of effort to learn the tricks of the trade. With the right hacks, the right mindset, you absolutely can sip champagne in first class, you can wake up in a 5-star hotel suite overlooking an incredible vista, you can live that high life, all without emptying your savings or going broke. It's about working smarter, not just harder for your money. So, let's hear from you. This is where the conversation really starts. Tell us in the comments below, what's your dream luxury trip? Seriously, lay it on us. Is it an overwater bungalow in Bali? Maybe it's exploring the ancient wonders of Bora Bora with no expense spared? Or perhaps it's a private, sun-drenched villa tucked away in the Italian countryside? Don't hold back. Let us know what that ultimate, seemingly out-of-reach trip is for you, because we'll be in those comments, and we'll try to help you find a way using these strategies to make that dream happen for less. We're a community here, sharing the knowledge, making the impossible possible. And hey, if this video sparked something in you, if it got you excited about the possibilities, if you learned a thing or two that's going to save you some serious cash on your next adventure, then do us a huge favor. Smash that like button. Let the YouTube gods know we're onto something good here. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more budget travel secrets, because trust us, there's a whole lot more where this came from. Oh, and hit that notification bell, ding ding ding, because you absolutely do not want to miss the next video. Why? Because in that next video, more insider secrets on how to travel in style for less will be revealed. So until then, travel smart, live luxuriously, embrace the hustle, and find those deals. See you in the next one. Cheers, get out there and make it happen.